So here's my Grom at a 45-degree angle. It's pretty similar to a sit-down wheelie. I run about a quart and a quarter of oil in my crankcase, so I overfill it so it has a little bit more oil for wheelies. You can see it's got plenty of oil on the head there, out the rocker port. So for chaser wheelies or sit-down wheelies, it looks like it actually is getting a little bit of oil if you overfill it. Here you can see my bike at a more of a stand-up wheelie where the forks are parallel to the ground, which is similar to most stunt bikes, and it has no oil at the head. No matter what RPM I do, it's basically getting nothing. If it's getting nothing on the top end, it's getting nothing on the bottom end. So to fix the oil starvation, we need to relocate the oil pickup. Now here's the oil pickup. It picks up right from the oil screen and the drain plug. You can see there's a port on the top of this little chamber here. That's where the oil pump actually picks up from. And if that's not getting oil, then the engine's not getting oil. So the oil actually comes from right behind that room in that little hole at the back of that chamber. And once again, if that's not getting oil, then that whole engine's not getting oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can't plug that hole off and then relocate the oil pickup. Here's the side cover that we're going to modify. What we're basically going to do is going to make a oil pickup go from that little chamber to the back of the engine where it has plenty of oil while it's on level ground or if it's doing a wheelie. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole right under that little chamber where the screen is and the oil pickup is on the side cover, and we're going to put some pipe fittings in there. These are two 90-degree quarter-inch compression fittings to 1/8-inch pipe thread with some copper tubing. Basically, I drilled, tapped, and inserted a 90-degree fitting in the oil pickup cavity and the back of the engine where I want the new pickup to be on the side cover. And I cut a little piece of copper tubing to be about the same length as that. Now, it's going to be hard to insert that straight length of copper tubing because it's actually got to fit inside those fittings. So I had to bend it here to get it fitted in there, which was kind of a pain in the ass, but can't think of any other way to do it. Once I straightened it out and tightened those fittings down, it sealed up good and fit well. You can see the new pickup's going to be right at the back of the engine. Now, to have the oil come through this fitting and not get pulled through the old oil pickup, we got to plug that hole in the back of that chamber. That hole I pulled is about 3/8 in diameter, or maybe 10 millimeter. So what I used was this little rubber cone I had with a oil bleeder kit. This worked pretty well. It just had to be tight enough for where the oil pressure wouldn't pull it back in and cause that to leak. And here it is on the outside of the case. It's pretty streamlined. It doesn't hang down too far, but if you do have a cage, like this is a KevTech cage, it will interfere with where that line goes. So you may have to either modify it or run that hose around your oil drain to be able to clear. So here you can see the bike in a flat position with the new oil pickup installed. Now I can start it up and it has plenty of flow, just like normal, just like you'd expect. It's a little aerated because I just installed the pickup and it's kind of bleeding out any air within the system. But it's got plenty of flow. It speeds up with RPM. So I'm going to move down to the 45-degree position, like I said, with a chaser wheelie or any sit-down wheelie. And same thing, start it up. We get flow, plenty of oil on the head. So it looks like it's working quite well. And then we switch to the straight up 12 o'clock position where you'd be in a stander with the forks parallel to the ground. Start it up, got plenty of oil pressure. Once again, it's a little aerated, I think because I had just installed it and it's still bleeding the air out. Plenty of flow at this position, speeds up with RPM, and you always have oil at the top end. So we'll do a long-term test and see how it goes, but that's how you fix the Grom oiling problem.